people, how are you today? I'm Catlady Antigoni, and today we are doing a Get Ready With Me while I'm talking about music. Before I start with the actual makeup and while I'm applying my primer, this is from Fenty Beauty, the Pro Filter Primer. Let me tell you some things about my jewelry, my dress and everything. First of all, my earrings are from a very small Greek creator. She's called Sweet and Pearls. I think you can find her on Etsy, but I'm not sure. I have shopped them long time ago from a Greek flea market. When it comes to this, my necklace, this moon is a gift from my boyfriend. Again, we shopped this from a flea market and I didn't get a card, so I don't really remember the name of the seller here, but this is a local Swedish seller. And when it comes to my bracelet, it's a gift from my dear friend and fellow YouTuber Sunny's. I will include her channel down at my description box. Now, the idea for today was to have a black metal t-shirt or something like that, because we are gonna talk about music. My favorite music genre is metal, but it's July, it's extremely hot, and I'm planning to go out with a makeup look that I'm gonna create to meet a friend, and I really didn't want to go out in a black outfit because actually I cannot have the sun shining on me and me wearing black and be sweaty and all this bad stuff. So I decided against, and now I have this outfit that you see right here, which is basically a very simple dress. Alright, I'm planning to start by using this Bad Witch Club palette from Give Me Glow, and actually I have noticed that on the mirror it still has its plastic, so let me remove it here with you guys. I know how satisfying it is. Are you ready? Let's do it! Oh, so nice! Anyway, from this palette, I'm gonna start with this purple color, which is called I'm 100% That Witch. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush from LH Cosmetics and I will start applying it out here. And while I'm doing this, let me tell you, I actually have posted at my community tab here on YouTube for you to tell me about your favorite music genres, any ideas about the topic of music in general, so we could actually discuss this time and not just be alone talking about something. Actually, my favorite genre, as I have told you already, is metal. I also love classical music, I love opera. I actually have studied opera singing for some years. I have stopped now. I don't really sing a lot, but I know the principles, if I can say so, and I really love when these two genres are combined into symphonic metal music. I think that this is my actual favorite subgenre. It's truly magical. So I feel that this type of music makes me relax, makes me feel so happy and energized, and makes me feel wanted to do things. So it's a very positive effect that this is having on me, so I listen to it all the time. Basically every time that I want to listen to music, this is my go-to. And after I listen a lot of these types of songs, then I'm starting listening some other stuff according to how I feel this day. I like folk music a lot. I like the Scandinavian folk, which is my second favorite genre, if I can say so. Then I love kinda like Hispanic folk. When it comes to flamenco and all these rhythms, these are my favorite. Of course, I enjoy polka as well, so I could say that I like to hear quite a lot of genres beyond metal and classical music, but not everything. I could not say that I can enjoy everything. There are genres that either I don't like, or I have not listened enough music from these to say that I like them, to say that these are for me. Like when it comes to hip hop, I'm not a big fan, to be honest. This is not really fitting me. And I realized that I was so focused in telling you about music, and I forgot to tell you that I blended this color into this lighter purple, which is called Don't Make Me Get My Broom. Now I'm gonna move on to do this inner part, and I would like to do something grungy greenish. So I have two palettes in front of me. This one from Salem Cosmetics in collaboration with Smink Peruande, Forest Heart it's called. And from this I think that I want to take this one, which is called Timberland, yes. And then I'm gonna take from Cosmic Brushes and the Serenity palette this eyeshadow, which is called Sorbet, and it's chartreuse yellow or something like that. And the plan is to blend them here, so to create a grungy green which is going to a chartreuse yellow. This is the plan. I don't know how accurate this is gonna be, but this is what I'm gonna do right now. Back to the music now, and back to the community tab answers that I was mentioning before. The first answer that I got was from Sunny's, who told me that she likes gothic metal, gothic rock, beautiful stuff like that. I also enjoy this genre of music. I don't think that this could be my favorite genre when it comes to metal, because I prefer slightly more. First of all, the symphonic, then I like some black metal stuff, and I like the classical heavy metal, but I actually like some bands in this category, and it's very, very pleasant for me when I'm going out to a bar or something like that to hear this type of music. It's very, very nice to me. I don't know how often I'm gonna listen to this type of music at home, but if someone else is listening to it, I'm gonna be very, very happy for this choice. Then I got some other answers, and people were telling me about K-pop and Japanese pop and stuff like that. To be honest, I have no idea about this genre, because I'm not a big fan of pop in general. I don't say that I don't like any pop songs, but to me they are a bit like repetitive. No offense if you like them, this is just my opinion. You can always tell me down at the comments about your opinion, and I haven't just heard a lot of it to say that I like it or that I have a favorite or something like that. I said that I will listen to some of the most famous songs from K-pop to understand like what is this genre and why so many people are liking this. So if you have any recommendations, please leave them down at the comments. I'll be very, very curious to see them and to give them a chance, because I don't want to be like, I don't like this, okay, I don't want to listen anything when it comes to this genre. I don't want to take any recommendations from you. No, I try to be open-minded and I try to learn new things like as much as possible. But I don't know, I'm not as curious as with some other genres in general. I didn't see a lot of you saying who is your favorite artist or band, which I know it's a quite difficult question, because I don't have like a favorite in this sense, but I could say that my favorite band is the Swedish symphonic metal band Therion, and I'm listening to them quite a lot. I have been to their live gig. It was a dream come true to me. Like, I've been listening to them from when I was 15, now I'm 27, and it was so amazing be able to see them live. It was really one of the best experiences that I had when it comes to music and live gigs and stuff like that. It was stunning, and I really hope that they will do a tour here in Sweden so I can go again and watch them live again. Like, I would be so happy if they actually would do such a thing. Back to the Give Me Glow palette, and I'm gonna take again the Don't Make Me Get My Broom eyeshadow with a flat brush, and I'm gonna apply it here at the inner part of my eye, because I want to create like a matte surface, so to make sure that the multichrome that is coming next will have something beneath this, because it's more of a topper and I want to give it a little bit more opacity, and also I would like to make sure that it's not gonna crease on my extremely oily eyelid, and I have found that this trick is working the best with my hooded eyes. So, the next topic that I would like to touch is, why are you listening to music, and which occasions, I mean. Are you listening to music all the day, from the time that you're waking up until you go back to bed. I used to do that when I was younger, but now I prefer to have like podcasts or someone who's talking about something. I don't know, it's more easy for me to focus on a storyline or something like that, or even, YouTube videos or something like that, than just listen to a song, because usually when I like a song, I just put it on repeat again and again, and I know this is up to me to change the song, but no, I cannot do it. I want to listen to a specific song, and it's getting boring, and sometimes I enjoyed it way too much and I cannot focus on my work, which is also kind of bad. So I prefer to listen to something with speech, something with flow, and then after I finish with my work or whatever I'm doing that needs deep focus, I will go back to music and I will enjoy to the fullest. Now, I'm taking from Carla Cosmetics the Fix Potion, and I'm gonna apply it here where I have applied the lightest purple in order to create a sticky base for my multichrome. This could be a look by itself, I mean, you don't have to do this, but I really want some shimmer, and I really want to have a specific multichrome from the Forest Heart palette, which I really like. So I think that this is an ideal opportunity for me to use it. And now it's time to use the multichrome that I was talking about. It is the Wings, this eyeshadow right here from the Forest Heart palette. I'm gonna start with my finger, and then I'm gonna use a brush to kind of perfect the edges. So I'm gonna go here and tap. Wow, look how beautiful this color looks with this makeup. Oh, I'm loving it so much. And back to the music conversation and to the question why or when are you listening to music. I would say that when I'm feeling like upset with something, I start with death metal or black metal or something like that, in order to feel like I'm getting out all my anger without needing to be bad with someone, without needing to be rude. And then after I have done all this stuff, I continue listening to classical music to feel like a balsam, to make me calm down a bit. And when I'm doing this, I really feel better. This is something that helps me a lot, and it's something that helps me relieving my anxiety as well. It is working perfectly for me, and I would really like to recommend this to you when you're angry. Instead of yelling to someone, instead of being mean to someone, just try to listen to more aggressive music, I would say, and you might feel like you have done this yelling part, but without actually hurting anyone. To me, this is working perfectly. And this eyeshadow is working perfectly as well. Look how beautiful it is. Oh my god, I'm loving today's look. I feel like I wanted to do some details with eyeliner and stuff, but I don't know, it feels so beautiful the way it is. Should I just leave it? Could be a good idea. I also saw that Sunny's replied something similar to this whole idea with aggression that I just told you. And I'm very happy that people in general in the more metal category can feel this thing, because I'm not alone here, and this is always good to see that other people can get your thought and they're having actually similar thoughts. This was really nice. And after I finished with some details with graphic eyeliner, I have used this palette. This is from Beauty Bay, the liner palette, and I have used specifically this greenish color, which is kind of like muted, kind of like more grungy, like my eye look. It is called Flora, and then I went with Pixie here to do the details. I added some rhinestones, and I'm ready to add the highlighters with you. First of all, I'm gonna start with the Serenity palette, and from this palette I'm gonna take the Opal eyeshadow to highlight under my eyebrow area and a little bit here in my inner corner. And then same palette, I'm gonna go with the eyeshadow Sorbet, and I'm gonna go here at the bottom part of my eye where I have already used this pencil from Udensai. It doesn't have the name on it, but it's the 006, again a grungy green. And while I'm doing all these steps, let me start another topic related to music. How are we supporting our favorite artists? Well, personally, I have Spotify. I'm listening my music from there. I don't really buy physical like CDs or vinyls or stuff like that. I don't collect those, and I think that this will take a lot of space that I don't have at this point at my room. But instead, I prefer to buy t-shirts. I have a quite big collection. I have around 20 to 30 t-shirts from different bands, and for sure when I am able to go to their lives, I always do so. So this is my way to support the bands. I know that Spotify might not be the best deal for the bands because they're not getting that much money, especially if they're not huge, but whenever I get to know a band and I understand that, yeah, I like them, I immediately try to go to their shop or to their label company. I'm not really into music industry, so I might say something wrong here, and I try to find their merch for sure, and I think that this is a good way. And of course, if I have the opportunity, I always go to their live, and I think I enjoy the live performances the most because I get to know kind of like the band, how they're playing, how they are communicating with their audience. It's always very, very interesting to me. So what are you doing? Are you having like a CD collection? If yes, do you have any clever ways to store it? Because I really don't have any idea how to be clever with this. And if yes, do you actually use Spotify? If not, where are you listening your music from? Do you prefer YouTube? I think that with YouTube a band actually can make money, but I'm not sure if it is better money than what they can get from Spotify. How is this working, the whole thing? I have no idea, to be honest. I'm not that much into music industry, although that my boyfriend is a musician. I don't really know a lot of things around the industry. What am I gonna do now beyond applying my mascara, which is from Heimish? Basically, I'm gonna add some final details to the look. I'm gonna do the boring stuff, aka my foundation, my concealer, all this stuff that I'm repeating products again and again. But I'm doing this on purpose, like I don't wanna make any waste. That's why I'm using the same things again and again. And then I'm gonna turn on the camera again. I will do my lips with you. I'm gonna explain you what I have used as blush and highlighter, and I'm gonna tell you some final thoughts about the whole music topic. And now it's time for the Greek word of the day. For today, of course, I have chosen to tell you the Greek word for music because what's more appropriate than this one? So in Greek we say musiki. Say with me, mu-si-ki. Musiki. As always, I'm gonna ask you to try to write a comment down below using the word musiki, or actually tell me the word in your own native language. And the last step for this makeup is me doing my lips. But before I actually go to this part, let me tell you very quickly what I have applied on my face. As a blush, I have used this one. This is from Patrick Ta in the shade She's So LA, and I have used the cream. Why I cannot open it? The cream blush out of these two, and I didn't top it with the powder blush because I wanted to have a more kinda like shiny result, if I can say so. Then as a highlighter, I have started, give me a second here, with this one. This is from Glossier. I think it's a quite old one. It is called Pale Pearl, and then I topped it with this one. This is again a quite old one. This is from Beauty Bay and a collection that they have done to support Pride. This is in a Pride packaging. I love this packaging so much, and this specific one is in the shade Parade, and actually it contains a lot of colors. Again, I cannot open it. Okay, here we have it. I actually used these two purples from this one. I didn't blend them all together because if you do, you're getting a kind of like pink, which I thought that it doesn't really match today's look. Anyway, let's move on to the lips. For today, I'm planning to use this pencil from NYX Professional Makeup. It is called Run the World, a very nice warm toned purple to match my eyes. And then I'm gonna top it with this lip gloss. This is from a Greek indie brand. It is called Glossy, and it has a lot of sparkly stuff. Well, let's start with the lips, and then I will come back to give you some final thoughts and conclude today's topic. week. And the last thing that I would like to talk about is basically a question for you guys. So I was starting thinking that when I'm feeling sad, I try to avoid listening to music or listening to specific songs, because then I might associate this song with this sad feeling that I probably feel during the period, because I have done this in the past, and then every time that I listen to a song that I actually like, then I feel sad. And I don't want to have this in my life. I don't want to have things that bring me sadness, things that are bringing me down in general. I don't want this. It's not the life that I'm living. So if you're feeling sad, do you have any song that it's okay to associate it with sadness? Do you have a song that you hear and repeat just to get some help from it? I would be very, very curious to hear your opinion about this, and I'm very, very curious to hear about your favorite artists, your favorite genres. When are you listening to music? What music do you prefer? And everything that you would like to share about music or about anything, absolutely anything. And that was it. This was our video for today. If you reached until this point, please leave me a music related emoji down at the comments so to know that you actually watched until here. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I appreciate you a lot. Well, if you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to smash the like button. I also have Instagram where I'm posting 3 times per week, and TikTok. Everywhere my name is Catlady Antigoni, and I will be so happy to see you there as well. Well, see you next time with a makeup video, and until then, bye bye!